Hey everyone, my name is Jeff, and in today's video I want to show you how you can take a miter saw that doesn't have a laser guide on it and add one. This is by a company called Oshlun. This is their laser guide that you can add on, fairly inexpensive, to your miter saw to give it a laser guide. I'm going to show you the installation, what comes with it, and if this might be something that's right for you. This is a GCM12SD saw, which I've been very happy with. Did not come with the laser guide, but I went then for this $30 option on Amazon. I'll link to it down below. Let's take a closer look. So this is the miter and portable saw laser guide. This is made by Oshlun. Got this off Amazon, and as you can see here, it fits most saws compatible with 7¼ inch to 12-inch miter and handheld saws. Mine is a 12-inch miter saw. And the way this thing works is you just attach the little laser ring here to the saw. The red laser automatically activates when the saw is running. Laser is parallel to the cut. It says it has batteries that are pre-installed. They also give you 3 extra batteries that are on the back. Let's open this up. So here is the laser guide. Just a small little disc, has a little bit of weight to it. It does say on here, laser radiation, avoid direct eye exposure. Before I'm doing any work on this installation on my saw, I'm going to make sure that my saw is completely unplugged, powered down, and then I am ready to start work on it. So let's do installation of the laser guide. In order to get that on the saw, I have to move the guard so that I can get access to the blade. I've done another video that actually is the same process, but it shows completely removing the blade. That'll be linked down in the video description below if you want to check that out. In the meantime, there is an included, with this particular saw, there's an included Allen wrench which sits right behind this fence down here. This link knob is attached to this arm, which is then attached to this guard that allows it to rotate. And what we're going to do is move this out of the way. So what we're going to do is take our Allen wrench and insert it into the link knob, and I'm going to turn it counterclockwise to start loosening this up. Once we've got the arm loose, then what we can do is go up to this cover. The cover is going to be this black plate that's right here, and it has 2 screws on it. I'm going to call this one the front and this one the rear. And this front one I'm going to loosen using the other end of the Allen wrench, which has a smaller hex connection. I'm going to insert that into the screw. I'm only going to turn this 2 turns, 1, 2, just enough to loosen this particular screw. And then I'm going to loosen this other screw. In the manual it says to do it 6 turns or 6 times. Essentially you want this screw not fully taken out, but you want it sticking out far enough, and I'll show you why here in a second. From this point I don't need the Allen wrench anymore, but this cover is actually grooved, and you'll see here it's notched so that it actually sits on that screw. I can undo that. You're going to need to rotate this cover all the way around. This arm will sit right on top of that screw. From this point, you're going to have to loosen this bolt, and there's a washer right here. Where this black flat washer is, that's where your laser guide is going to go. But you'll notice that as I start to turn this, my whole blade is turning. We need to lock this blade in order to loosen this bolt. Coming around to the right side of the saw is this red button, and when you push this in, that is going to allow you to lock the blade. So I got myself a hand glove, and I'm just going to turn this blade and also push on this button. It's going to fully push this button in when one of these grooves from the saw blade locks into it. While I have my blade locked in its spot, I'm taking my Allen wrench, inserting it into my bolt, and I'm going to be turning clockwise because this is reverse threaded. I can finish unscrewing this by hand here. With the bolt out, I can now take off the washer. And while I have the blade locked, I'm actually going to just slide it forward a little bit to knock that washer off. I can then go ahead and put my blade back on. I'm replacing my black washer with this laser guide. So the laser guide has a rectangle on the back of it. This rectangle matches up with the rectangle that goes around this bolt and I'm going to just go ahead and insert this laser guide right over where that bolt is going to go. I'm going to go ahead and then grab my bolt. This is reverse threaded, so this time I'm going counterclockwise with it. I can even lock the blade again so that it doesn't move, and I'm going to go ahead and start hand turning this to get it back in. And let's go ahead and tighten this back up. So we're going to just take this arm right here and take it off the notch from that screw. I'm going to bring this whole guard back down. I'm going to note that my cover gets notched back under this screw, and I'm going to tighten these two screws back up. From this point, I'm going to reconnect my link knob to where the arm is. Let's tighten it up with our Allen wrench. So let's take a look here at our laser. And of course the laser is only coming on when the blade is spinning. I do have my shop light on here in the garage, and let's go ahead and see how our cut looks as we start up the laser. Taking a look at our cut, and it seems to do a good job. So I've got my shop light on at full brightness, and let's see if we can see the laser when this thing comes down. So even with my light shining right on this, I was still able to see the laser, line it right up with the line that's on my board to make my cut. So I will say it is a little inconvenient that the laser is only running when the blade is running, but for my cutting purposes, to line up exactly where I want it to cut with my board, having that laser is a great indicator for me that I'm cutting exactly where I need to cut. Something else about this laser is that if it stops working, I can just replace the batteries in it, or if for some reason the laser stopped working altogether, I can just uninstall it and put a new one in, and I don't have to buy a completely new saw because the laser stopped working. I like that the laser shows exactly where the cut is going to be before the blade actually touches the wood. So I'm out in broad daylight, and I wanted to test the laser to see how bright it is, or if I can even see it. I've got my wood set up, so let's look and see if we can see the indicator on the piece of wood. So in broad daylight, there's no indication. I could not see that laser at all. So I think the laser indicator works great in covered areas like my garage, or if it's a more overcast day, but on a bright sunny day like this, trying to use this outside, you're not going to be able to see this laser on a sunny day. This thing comes with 3 extra batteries in the package. So if you notice your laser has stopped working, there's 2 screws on the back of this that I'm just going to go ahead and loosen up. I'm going to go ahead and flip this back over, and let's lift the top of this off. And we've got access to changing out our batteries right here. For reference, these batteries are LR44s. I can pop my new batteries in, pop this cover back on, and tighten my screws back up. And it's just that simple to replace the batteries. Hey, real quick, if you saw Tinker, Tinker's our little hidden robot who popped up during this video. He pops up in all the videos on this channel. Be the first person to let me know the correct timestamp, that is the amount of time into this video when Tinker popped up. And if you're the first person to correctly let me know that down in the comments section below, I will put your name on our Tinker Ford Hall of Fame page, as well as give your name a shout out in one of our future videos. So let me know your thoughts or questions about this laser guide. Is this something that you would consider adding to your saw? Let me know down in the comments section below. And if this video helped you out, please take a second, smash that like button. You can also hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel, and I do weekly videos, everything from tech reviews to do-it-yourself projects, home and auto. I've also reviewed a ton of different power tools. Check out the tutorial video I've done on how to easily change the blade in this Bosch saw. That'll be popping up at the end of this video or linked down in the video description below. My name is Jeff. I do appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I will see you in the next video.